Hey everybody, I'm Leon Bibb, News Channel 5, and we're reporting today from the great Cleveland Automobile Show. And what a show it is out at the IX Center. I got with me the man in charge. We got Lou Antonio, who's president of the Cleveland Auto Show. How's it going, Lou?
It's going well, Leon. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, you got a lot of folks coming out here, right?
We do. It's a nice Tuesday. I mean, it's a great place to be. It's cold outside. Yeah. It's warm in here.
But you've got luxurious cars in there, and you and I are going to be looking at luxury cars. What do you think is the big one right now?
You know what? There is a resurgence of the luxury vehicle. You know, people are looking for something to comfortable to drive, roomy enough to carry a number of different people and guests. But and there's some beautiful ones here on the floor that we're going to look at today.
Well, let me take a look at this one right over your shoulder here. You were talking about this one. You were fired up about this one a little bit ago.
You know what? It's been a while, and people maybe not continue to have this large of a vehicle out here, but full-size vans that are still being produced. There's a company called I think it's Explorer Vans that still convert these Chevrolet full-size vans. And you want to talk about luxury? You got almost recliners inside these vehicles that you're seeing right now. You have larger than normal televisions, and you can actually put it down into a bed in the back seat and enjoy a nice smooth ride, and even in the front seats are really luxurious. So that's a riding in style.
This is as good as it gets. This is more room than I get on an airliner. I'm telling you.
Maybe some of the small hotel rooms are not as big as that and luxurious because you got everything you need. Some of them even have refrigerators.
General Motors makes that one, huh?
Yeah, General Motors makes the chassis, and then Explorer Vans actually converts them and adds in all the carpet and the luxury items that you're seeing in them.
So what else you got on your agenda to show me today, Lou?
You know what, we got all kinds of different things to look. Right behind us, you're going to see an XJ Jaguar. This is the full-size flagship Jaguar. It's a four-door and a long wheelbase. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. I don't know if that one's open or not. It's one of those.
You're
But you know what? At $88,000, I'm not so sure that it should be.
This is 88 grand right here.
$88,000. But again, people are looking for that ultra luxury vehicle. This can carry a full 5 adults and carry in style.
As the guy says on television, this is the Jaguar.
It's very smooth. Just like the Super Bowl commercial. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Right, you got it right next to the Range Rover. Now that's luxury too. We're talking luxury here.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about sport utility vehicles. Again, a different segment, but at the high end of the spectrum as far as luxury is concerned. You got yourself a smaller version. This is the smallest version. That's called the Evoque. Behind us, actually, we have the Range Rover Sport and HSE Sport. This is their top-of-the-line Range Rover, so you can go off-road in luxury if that's what it is.
Lou, how do you keep up with all this? I mean, you've got all this stuff on the top of your mind now. You deal with cars all the time, but you know exactly all about every one of them.
Well, I can't tell you I know everything, but you know what? We have all the different manufacturers that are represented. Their dealers are in our association. Yeah. So we have 250 franchise dealers in the association that represent every brand we're going to talk about today. And you know what? That's my job, to understand what they're selling. Even though I don't know that I can even sell it myself, it's to understand how their business runs and what they're selling and how it works day to day.
I like the little white one right here, and Bob Fenner is on camera. He's going to give us a shot of this one. Well, what is this?
This is a Jaguar. I think it's an XJ. No, it's an F-Type. It's an F-Type R. And this is the high-end sport model. Again, luxury, but also this is all about speed. You can tell by the brake rotors, some of the aerodynamics that you see. You got a lot of carbon fiber to save weight that he's focusing in on now. That's just a beautiful car. I don't know if that's going to give you a real smooth ride like some of the other ones we've already talked about. That's going to give you a rough ride, but it's there for a purpose.
But I tell you one thing: it's not the Aston Martin that James Bond drove in all of his movies, but it kind of gives me that kind of feeling. I guess if I could get behind the wheel of that one on an open road, I feel like James Bond, 007.
You would be. You know what? And that's traditionally that's the vehicles that they drove in the Bond movies. But that's just a beautiful car. I mean, it's a unique vehicle.
We got a guy here. Let me borrow a guy right here. What do you think about that?
There's only 25 of these vehicles made.
You sell Jaguars, so you know.
Yes.
What's your
25.
name?
Don Russo.
Hey, Don.
Leon, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
25 made, and 2 of them have been sold by West Side here in Cleveland.
Is that right?
They're not going to make any more.
What's the price tag on that?
That one's 185.
$185 and I can you can have it. 185 grand.
$185 I don't think would buy the sun visor.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. But you're selling a couple of them.
Yes, they're going very well.
Okay.
They're all going very well.
Okay, good.
Everything here is sold.
Okay, good deal. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, Lou, take me to your next spot.
Well, we're going to move on to, when you're talking luxury, we're talking about ultra luxury. Rolls-Royce is making its return to the Cleveland Auto Show after probably the early 90s. We didn't have a local Rolls-Royce dealer here in Cleveland. Collection Auto Group is now represents the Rolls-Royce for the market in north of Columbus, and they brought with them this year the Wraith. The Wraith is a two-door Rolls-Royce. It is one of the most beautiful cars I have seen. When you talk about luxury, this is luxury.
When we're with the president of the auto show, we can walk inside the gate here.
We can do that right now. We won't do it too long, but this beautiful vehicle, $365,000. As you can see, back in the day, remember the Lincolns with the suicide doors? This is coming back. It's making a comeback.
They are bringing those suicide doors back. The doors that open the opposite way. Can I sit in on that?
I think you can.
Well, I'm not going to scratch.
I don't want to buy it.
Ain't going to scratch nothing when I get on in this Rolls Royce. I'm just going to. I don't think I've ever sat in a Rolls Royce before. Oh man, this is luxury. This is real nice. Oh yeah. I could see myself pulling up in the Channel 5 parking lot with this. Don't park next to me because I don't want any dings. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Maybe we could get the station director to get this as a promo car.
Well, then give it to me in my next contract. We'll work on the Rolls Royce.
What we're moving over to is here from there. There's a couple more Rolls Royces in a different section of the building. Here's an Aston Martin. Yes, luxury, but also infusion of some sport along with luxury, and this is a beautiful car.
This is the James Bond 007 Aston Martin.
That's
James
right.
Bond.
There's two of them, both vehicles, one convertible. That actually has, this is the two-seater convertible. There's a four-seater over there. Beautiful Vantage vehicles. These are up, $200,000, $300,000 vehicles.
So when you buy this one, bring your checkbook with you.
Bring your checkbook with you. But you know what though? It's beautiful that you can actually see it here at the show. Mm-hmm. You're not going to see too many on the road. People that buy these, they don't drive them a ton, but you can come out and actually get close to one here.
Okay, take me to what else you got here.
Well, you know what we need to do? Could you do me a favor? Thank you very much. We forgot to put the railing back.
Otherwise,
kick us out.
I don't want to get kicked out.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to stick with the president of the Cleveland Auto Show, and maybe I can keep from getting kicked out.
Another vehicle, another brand that's in the Cleveland market is Maserati. They are back. Made a big splash at the auto show, or excuse me, at the Super Bowl. I'd love the Super Bowl be the auto show, but they made a big splash at the Super Bowl with their commercial. They launched a brand new vehicle called the Ghibli, which starts at $65,000. People are saying, hey, it's a Maserati at $65,000. It's a four-seater, very luxurious vehicle, very in that mid-market range of the 5 Series, and Mercedes-Benz. They're going to be in the same level as far as price is concerned. A couple other Maseratis that they have. Obviously, the Gran Turismo is a little bit of a sportier vehicle, not as luxurious, but again, it is a Maserati. And then we have the Quattroporte. This is their flagship 4-seat, full sedan, seats 5 people. It's a beautiful, beautiful vehicle, and it's part of the Chrysler Fiat group, and they're really, really making a comeback here in the U.S.
Fiat and Chrysler teamed up together now.
Well, you got Ferrari, Fiat. You've got the Chrysler Group, all owned. It's collectively, and this is part of that group.
Yeah. Automobile dealers are doing pretty big business, aren't they, here in Cleveland?
Yeah, I think they are, and we got a resurgence of the vehicles and the love of the car coming back. And people, they have what they call pent-up demand, Leon. And pent-up demand is where people have waited. Now the average vehicle on the road now is 11 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. That's high. That's almost a year and a half higher than it has been in the past 5 years. People have waited. It's the second largest purchase a person makes in their life, as far as next to a home. And they said, hey, look, I got to keep repairing the vehicle. I can't buy a new one. The market isn't as good. Now we're seeing some jobs come back. Now we're seeing the economy coming back. And people are coming out to the show looking to buy a vehicle. They're not inexpensive, but they are, they're they're a need to get from A to point B, and people want to do it in luxury.
Now, for the luxury cars, they always do pretty good, don't they? Regardless of what's happening, don't they?
They do, and
Because
they don't.
those who got the money got the money.
They got the money, they're going to spend it. Don't get me wrong. You know, if somebody wants something and they have the money to do it, they're going to do it. We're going to head over here to Cadillac. We're walking through Acura. This is the lead Acura right now, the RLX. This is their flagship. 5-passenger full sedan. That's a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. It's part of the Honda Acura group.
That's the top. That's the top of the line for Acura.
Yep, top of the line for Acura.
The RLX.
RLX, all-wheel drive, big sedan, beautiful for our market up here. We're moving through to going to the Cadillac brand. Cadillac brand, as you can see in the show, giving you a little bit of history of the show, they are separated from the other General Motors brands. Why? Because they're in the area of luxury. And you know, you have the brand new 2015 Escalade, brand new design over there in the corner. That truck's right around $90,000, depending on what kind of options you have. But again, that's brand new. That's not even out on the road, but it'll be in the next couple of months.
You know, I noticed the advertising for Cadillac. They've kind of taken a different approach now. I mean, they're making Cadillac, making it fun.
Yes.
Not only luxury, but fun.
Yeah, fun, luxury. You know, their average age of the owner was getting up there in years, and now they're trying to reinvent themselves to have something where it's not only luxury, but it's sporty, and it's the top of the class of anything that General Motors has in technology. Always goes into a Cadillac.
You know, when I was a kid, Cadillacs were the big cars. I mean, the big cars in the neighborhood, and anybody who drove a Cadillac, that was something. And they used to have the old fishtail. That was back in the 50s and early 60s. You know, and we'd see these Cadillacs come in the neighborhood. Maybe a neighbor was driving one, or somebody who had a couple of bucks was driving one, and they would come in the neighborhood, and I would look at that Cadillac and I'd say, man, that's something nice. And I'd say, Daddy, can we get a Cadillac? Can we get a Cadillac? And Dad says, son, we drive a Chevrolet.
Yeah.
We're okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
And when people get to a point where they can, they're going to buy something like that. They're going to buy a Cadillac. You know, this is weird. This is beautiful. This is something brand new.
The two-door Cadillac.
Yeah, this is an electric vehicle. This is an ELR Sport. It's brand new. It's just coming into the market. It's look at the lines on this vehicle. It's a two-door, and it is an electric vehicle.
Mm-hmm. You got some guys over here looking at it. Let me see. Let's get their. Let's get their impressions. Let's get their impressions. Hey, gentlemen, how are you? And don't run now. You don't have. I'm not selling you a car. I'm just asking you. What do you think about that electric Cadillac?
That's nice.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
I could see that in your driveway.
Oh, I don't think.
But it's real nice. Huh? It looks nice.
Nice.
Yeah. You got a young fella here. What do you think about that Cadillac?
It's a really cool car.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
I don't know. I just like the design overall.
You know what grabbed me? Those two doors.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
two doors.
Two doors.
The two door. Yeah. And we got somebody in it. Thank you, gentlemen, for talking. Let's talk to one of my friends here. Hey, what do you think, friend? What do you think about it?
I love to own this.
You like this, huh?
This is beautiful.
I mean, I see you in this. I mean, you're in it.
I'm 6'5", and I got a lot of comfort.
You got more room in here than you got on an airplane, I can tell you that, on an airplane seat. You're 6'5", and you're comfortable in this Cadillac.
I'm comfortable in this Cadillac.
What do you think? You think you might want to take it out for a little spin?
I'd love to take it for a spin. I own a Cadillac now.
Yeah? What year
I
you
got
drive?
SRX,
Yeah, what year is it?
2012.
Oh, it's time for you to trade up, brother.
Already?
It's time for you to trade up. 2012.
Yeah,
That was a
nice.
long time ago.
This is nice. Electric car, nice car.
Okay, good luck. Guy says he's got a 2012 Cadillac in the driveway right now. I told him he ought to trade up.
You can trade up and you can plug it in.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I mean?
Are there going to be enough places for us to get that electric power too?
Yeah, I think so. And it's coming online. It's slow to get to a point where we have all the locations we need, but there's some in Macedonia stations. There's some at Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're starting to come online with the ability to plug in their vehicles. You get a special parking spot if you're doing it. You may have to pay for the electric. It's just like gas. Everybody's got to pay for it, but
You got
it
to
is
pay for it
economical.
anyway. Yeah, fill her up.
That's right.
Hit that electric switch and fill her up.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into something that is known well for luxury, but also safety. And we've talked about Volvo in the past.
Yeah.
This is the Volvo brand. They're kind of making a resurgence. They got some nice designs that are coming out. They got a flagship over here. You got an S, I think this is an S60. These are beautiful, beautiful vehicles and known for safety. Really, really, really nice cars.
For years known for
Oh, yeah.
safety.
Oh, yeah.
For years known for safety.
And they still are. They've changed, the manufacturer has changed hands, but they have not let up the gas on continuing to bring what they've brought traditionally, which is that safety. Sorry about that.
Is this a Volvo salesman over here?
X60, XC90. Where are you working at? Lycan?
Montrose.
Montrose?
Yeah.
Montrose Volvo.
How you doing?
Doing very good
What's
today.
your name?
David Slavey.
What do you think about this Volvo? You're selling them, right?
Selling them, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
what do you think?
fantastic vehicles.
Yeah.
Strong, well-made vehicles. Safety, #1 in Volvo.
Lou Vidantonio, the president of the auto show, tells me it is the way to go, Volvo.
I would agree.
Yeah.
They're becoming ever more popular. Very loyal base, long-lasting cars. You want a car for a long time, this is it.
This will do it.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
I have this one, I can keep this for a few years.
Hundreds of thousands of miles.
We ought to do more than 100,000. We can get up to around 200,000 with this.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Yep.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right.
Thank you, my friend.
Good to see
Appreciate
you.
it.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Lou? You got guys out here saying we can do a couple of 100,000 miles easily with a Volvo.
And you can. You can do that with many of the cars today. And you know why? If you maintain them. All you have to do is maintain them. A lot of cars come with, the warranties, and they have maintenance. Changing the oil, doing the maintenance will make the vehicle last longer. These vehicles haven't ever been made better than they are today.
I mean, if we do that oil change every 5 or whatever 1,000 miles it is, whatever it is.
Leon, it's not even 5 these days.
What-
Some of them are 7,500, but the manufacturers will tell you exactly when they believe it should be changed. If you do it, you follow follow the specs, the car's going to last.
Yeah, I got somebody calling me on the cell phone right now.
They
They're
wanna
probably
know-
looking
they
for a
wanna know how
car.
much it costs.
No, they're looking for a car, and they're calling me saying, "Are you at the IX Center?" Yeah, I'm out here, and we're having a wonderful time being out here talking to Lou Vidantonio. He is the president of the Cleveland Auto Show, and just having a wonderful time. Looks like we're entering the Mercedes area right over to the right, and I know we got Audi over here to the left.
I mean, they're beautiful. Again, now we're talking about some ultra luxury. Specifically, both of these manufacturers have cars. Not only are beautiful safety-wise, they have four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. I mean, they have everything under the sun as far as technology is concerned. You're looking right now at a grouping of vehicles that are all white, Audis, a couple of speckled in that are the sport models in different colors. This is their flagship luxury A8L, so that's long wheelbase.
Yeah.
It's a TDI, it's a diesel. It's an all-wheel drive diesel.
Now, white has gotten to be popular again. It's like the #1 color
It
that
is.
Americans are choosing. We go through cycles with that, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
You got your bases, you got your reds, your whites, your blacks.
Yeah.
Gray is also popular, which is obvious, but then you get it off a little bit with the blues and some of the other ones. But I mean, look at this interior. Where did he go? He's probably
No, he's right.
probably
He's
finding
right.
something.
No, Bob Finner is right with us. Bob. We're going to drop in here and talk to this guy sitting inside this Audi. Oh, hey, I'm Leon Bibb from Channel 5. How you doing?
Milton Taylor.
Hey, Milton. What do you think of this Audi?
It's real nice. Too high for me though.
Yeah, too high for you?
Yeah, too much money, man.
Well, put it on the credit card. It'll be okay.
Credit card, I can't get a credit card that high.
It is a nice one though, but it's nice to come out here and get a chance to see all the new cars.
Right.
Okay, well, you enjoy. It's nice to do a little window shopping every now and then.
right. Thank
You and I both are window shopping today.
Right.
See, okay, all right.
So again,
He says it's a little bit high on him. It's a little on high end for his salary, but he loves coming out here just looking at the car. So a lot of folks are doing that too.
yeah, and that's the point. I mean, that's what we're here to do. I mean, there's all makes and models, and we are talking about luxury in a segment that again, there's not everybody's going to be able to afford, and me included. I'd love to have one of these cars. I love to look at them. I love to sit in them. I don't know that I could actually take it home. So.
But for those who can, it's really nice.
Yeah, it is.
We got other people at News Channel 5. They're looking at some of the economy cars, but my assignment today has been the luxury cars, and we're walking over to the Mercedes-Benz area right now. Bob Finner is our cameraman, and Bob is somewhere
He's
nearby.
always-
He's always nearby. He's always nearby, and.
But here's what we're doing. We're walking into some newly designed, the S-Class for Mercedes-Benz. Brand new design. You got the S500 here, which is a large V8. This is the flagship for them. They also have an S63, which is the sport model of the S Series. This is the large vehicle. This is an all-wheel drive 4MATIC, and it is a beautiful, beautiful. And this is brand new.
Now,
This is just hitting the showroom.
Now, Mercedes-Benz has been around for generations, and when you say Mercedes-Benz, you know you're talking quality.
Yes, you are. I mean, this car is as solid as it gets. It's one of the most beautifully designed interiors, and you know, again, a lot of it technology, but it's really all focused around the driver, as you can see.
When you say luxury, what puts a car into that luxury area? What is it that makes luxury?
It's you know what? It's everybody's opinion. So people have different opinions of what luxury is. Maybe mine's different than others.
Yeah.
But when you have a vehicle that has the ability to wrap around the consumer, I mean, everything is thought of when this car is put into place. The heated steering wheels, the wood grain. I mean, all the different things that are put into this, and people don't understand that you're buying a car that, yes, it may be $100,000, okay, but the things that it can do and the things that it can do to protect you while you're driving, it's unbelievable. This thing, we're getting near to a point where the cars are actually going to be soon to be driving themselves.
Yeah, pretty soon we're getting there.
Yep.
I've got a heated steering wheel on my car, and I'm telling you, once you get it, you don't want to let it go.
I know. Especially when I get in, like, my hands are cold.
Yeah, it was 0 degrees when I got in the car last night, or 10 degrees, something like that. And that heated steering wheel, and then you've got the heated seats and the air-conditioned seats in the summertime. That to me is luxury.
Yeah, and you're right. And the appointments and the different leathers that are inside the car, and then you move outside and you got yourself large brakes and the cross-drilled rotors for but that's in a luxury vehicle. And everything, all the lines on these luxury vehicles are tight. It closes tightly. I mean, again, they're just amazing pieces of art, is what it is.
Lou, how long have you been in the automobile business?
Well, the funny story is, I started in when I was just at John Carroll. So I've been from around Cleveland area all my life. I grew up in Solon a long time ago. I actually worked as a porter at a dealership, and I was working with my best friend, and we cracked up a couple cars, and they said, we probably think it's a good idea that you don't work here anymore. So we, and that was understandable. It's a good experience, but I've been in the industry. I've been with the association for 17 years. This is my 17th auto show, and I love it. I love what I do. I love being around the cars. It is a love for the automobile.
American automobile business coming back strong now?
It is. I think the domestics are doing well, but it's not just the domestics. It's everybody. The imports, domestics, a lot of things being manufactured here. Northern Ohio is really a good link to the fact that we have an engine plant. In Toledo, we've got a Jeep plant. In Lordstown, we've got a plant with Chevrolet. We've got a sheet metal plant in Parma.
Yeah.
I mean, a Honda plant in Columbus and the Marysville area. Nothing better. I mean, Ohio is a central hub for a lot of automotive activity. On top of not only the manufacturers, you've got subsidiary businesses that are feeding the manufacturers, and that's really important for us.
Yeah, we just had a report on the news today that General Motors was pumping in millions of dollars at the Parma General Motors plant, making some changes there so they're better able to put cars together and satisfy the American public.
Yeah,
that's good news.
It is great news. And the other thing is that we're talking about, people that are working, they're working hard, they're having a little bit of money, they're able to buy a car, they're able to go out and eat. That translates into more jobs and the better economy for us. And you know what? It's really important for us in Northern Ohio because you know what? We have a stable automotive industry, and that's good. We've got the clinic.
Yeah.
We've got all those important things that happen here in Northern Ohio. I've been committed. I continue to be committed to Northern Ohio from the automotive standpoint, and that's what this show's all about.
We are in Lexus land right now, the Lexus. Beautiful car. Love these cars.
Yeah.
Lexus.
Yeah, the whole brand is based on luxury. Okay, yes, they have sporty vehicles and they have different styles. We have an SUV. This is really a crossover vehicle. We have a $350,000 sports car up there that the LFA. This is really, it's not even a base model, but this is an ES300H, which is a hybrid. You're looking at the E Series. Again, these are all luxury vehicles that just come in a different shape and a different size.
I see we're selling white cars this year too. Everything in here is white, although we can get them in whatever color we want, just about. But obviously, white has become the new color for American cars once again.
Stunning. I mean, they're really trying to make a statement here. A lot of these vehicles are white, pearl white. You know, they make an investment to put in some spotlights and to really show the cars off. I mean, look how these cars are shining right now.
Is there a Lexus that you especially like? Now
I
that's
would
the big one. That's the 460
That's the
right
big
there.
dog.
That's the
yep.
big one.
Yeah, it's the LS 460. That is their flagship vehicle. I'm more preferential to that LFA over there on the stand. That's a sports car. I don't have the 300,000+ for it. I just love looking at it.
You got taste that runs real. You've got a champagne taste and maybe a beer budget.
That's right. That's right.
You and I.
Maybe a water budget.
That's why the two of us are working together on this
That's right.
one.
Why do they want to listen
Okay.
to us at this point? But,
Okay.
Hey, you know, we're moving through. We've gotten through some nice, beautiful luxury
Yeah.
cars. There are some brands that also, you know, like Hyundai. You know, and people originally when Hyundai was produced, they're not a luxury brand. They are a luxury brand. They are a higher end. You know, they're part of the Kia Hyundai group. They're both owned by this parent company, and you know, they have a beautiful, beautiful car. This one that's up on stage here, I think, is the new.
We're going to take a look at one more.
Okay.
What is this now?
Well, this is the Azera, but this one coming up here, we're gonna listen to this gentleman right here. It's a brand new, and I gotta find. I don't want to make a mistake and tell you the wrong name. So here, let's listen.
It has all the latest technology. There's no price on it as yet. It's going to be out this April or May. So just go to HyundaiNews.com. You'll see the press release.
Well, you can see they're really selling cars here at the IX Center, and this is the Cleveland Auto Show. Lou Vidantonio has been our guide, knows everything about cars. If it's a question about cars, he can get the answer for you. If he doesn't have it, he certainly will find somebody to give you the answer. Thank you, Lou.
Leon, appreciate
I
coming out.
appreciate the tour.
Yep.
We had a wonderful tour looking at luxury cars. That's going to do it. I'm Leon Bibb at the IX Center here for the Cleveland Automobile Show, working with Lou Vidantonio, Bob Fenner, my cameraman. Thank you, Bob. Good working with you as always. And that's going to do it for us. Take care, everybody, and come to the show.